like scary movies?
Uh-huh.
What's your favorite scary movie?
Is there anybody there?
Don't answer that.
What do we know about vampires?
Isn't there some sort of rule that they can't come inside unless they're invited?
That ain't gonna work. And not a single one looks like Jason Patrick.
Everyone all right?
Can you repeat the question? I couldn't hear you over the knives.
Greetings and salutations. Ooh, my phone's a little bouncy, but still, hi! Greetings and salutations. Donny Mirasu O'Farrell Winchester here. Yeah, I know my name's a mouthful, but this is drag, and that's only a fraction of my name. Eventually, I'll go through the whole thing in some short or reel or something. Oh, gods. But anyways, just watched... Oh, Marvel Zombies. This one was, this was fun. I am definitely at the whole, I am beyond superhero fatigue. I kind of, you really wish that Disney kind of stopped with the end game. Yeah, those two movies. With Avengers, and it's just, and they just keep going and going and going and going and going and going. Okay, I did like Werewolf by Night, and I did like Agatha All Along, but everything else, I'm just, nah. I haven't touched since Agatha, but I did watch the X-Men '97, and that took a lot for me, and so I'm like, maybe I'll check out Marvel Zombies to see if this pushes me past my fatigue point. And I have to say it did. But we're going to do the I have my little book here of from IMDb, the write-up as to what it is about. After the Avengers are taken over by a zombie plague, a group of survivors discovers the key to bringing the end of the superpower undead racing across... I missed a word somewhere. Racing across a dystopian landscape and risking their lives to save their world. Okay, so this is animated. And it came out in season 1 is the only thing that's available right now, and that came out in last year, 2025. There's only a handful of episodes. It's all CGI, and some of the backgrounds of the CGI, I had a few moments where I could not tell the line between the real and it being computer. It's loaded with Star Trek jokes. It is loaded with little pops of humor that break, which is really, it almost feels like it would be a kid thing, but the level of gore in this is like, I would not have kids watching this. I mean, okay, yeah, my 19-year-old stepson, yeah, no, he'd be fine. But younger kids, no. This is pretty heavy gore. Even though it feels and is written like it would be a kid's show, and the interaction of the characters have that kind of feel. I admit there's a number of these characters I don't know, because I hit superhero fatigue, and so this is my introduction to a number of these people. And I think had I had watched everything before, I would know this, but I don't. And I think that would have helped me, but I could still enjoy and appreciate and identify with a lot of these characters. And usually as soon as you start connecting with some of these people, they take them out, because it is zombie media, and zombie media, they, you know, you connect, as soon as you connect with somebody, they're taking them out. It's definitely fits that kind of stuff. It at points has a feeling almost of mixing the Avengers with Resident Evil 3, a little bit of Mad Max, and They Live. It really does have that feel to it at points. Which was like, you know, this is kind of, this really, they had a scene that really just felt straight out of Resident Evil. And it's like, okay, you know, I see where you're going with this. It does bring in Blade, of which I was very tickled to see, but it was a really interesting and unique take on Blade that I had not seen and I actually really liked. So I felt a bit more even connected to the character than the Wesley Snipes movies, which I love. And I'll eventually be doing those at some point because, yeah, I'm that kind of guy. I found everything, you know, it's like one of my favorite modern superheroes being in it, being Ms. Marvel. Absolutely love her. I got into her with the comic books and just love her. And it's, I admit I liked the TV show. I enjoyed that. But I like what they did with her. And I think this is fabulous. The fact that I am stepping into this without a lot of knowledge of some of these characters that are the main characters, because I haven't read all the comic books and haven't read, you know, watched all the movies and shows and everything. I probably would rate it a little higher, but you know, it's like I would probably give it a 9 if I had all that background information, or if I didn't have to do all the homework to appreciate them. But so paperwork time on this one. Body count. So far, this is probably the biggest body count I've had in any of these. Would be, body count is 2,413, and I looked that up because it goes bang, 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 bang. Humans, there is, you know, zombies, there's 2,213-ish. I think I wrote that down right. But, you know, humans, there's about 200 that they take out, and there is one animal death, which is, you know, going into triggers: animal death, child death, and body horror would be the triggers for that. But, you know, like I said, this I would give this a 9 out of 10 if I didn't have to, if it didn't make me go and do homework to enjoy it. So I'm gonna have to give this an 8 because it was still really good. But if you've done the homework, you're probably gonna love this sucker.